clearing exercises. Yeah, I gotta clear my throat a little bit. It is 3:42 a.m. here, 3:43. Good morning. It's the 22nd of August. Yeah, we're just watching a few things. Hello. Yes, good morning. You're welcome. Yeah, we're just listening and watching a few things. Listening to and watching a few things. All right. All right, we're just gonna finish up watching this. And then we'll check those out, yeah? It's good you can add that into your exercise routine. Light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. It is. I find it is a nice eye exercise, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the different sound and light therapies. Yeah, that stuff's really fun. They've gotten a lot of funding to study that stuff. It seems a lot of people just use it to fuck with people, huh? Smoke and mirrors. A lot of the funding that's gone into that stuff, it hasn't really reached mainstream. You know, we're talking a lot about not just the sound and light therapies, but just the basic human understanding stuff in education that seems to not want to be put into the public school systems for some reason. People are scared of it. Yeah, we know why, and we've known why since we were kids, and it's really scary to see how a lot of people try to target and watch and listen and hone in on and find out what things made them think that that was special. Is it coming through with more things? Right, and then other people want to jump on that thing and watch and analyze it. Right, because they want the funding, right? They get the funding for that stuff. Now, we know and we understand why certain people get looked at and targeted with those things. And what a lot of people have been doing over the years is quite sick and disgusting and disturbing. Because these things are really easily understood. And to not even discuss them and act all secretive and get a lot of funding for your string theory bullshit. Yeah, a lot of dog training and studies. Look at the money that goes into that with these people. And keep in mind, the Ukrainian boy who killed his parents, so there was no reason to kill the dog. But he stabbed the fuck out of those people, huh? Interesting. No, when you understand the middle meddlers and what we've been saying, and these concerns over the years with the animal activist groups and fucking with people and medicating them and putting them in environments that they know something might happen. Right, when they get cases like that, they really love it. Sad, isn't it? Right, they get these people to adopt the young Ukrainian boy, all the way back to that kind of meddling with the parents, you know? I mean, for them to even adopt a kid from the Ukraine, you got to be involved with certain types of people, or do you just request that? You know, we'd like to adopt a kid. We want one from the Ukraine. Right? No, I'm telling you, these middle meddlers, and they talk to them, how much they've been through, right? And then they get funding to bring in the immigrant children. Right, and then when it's not what they thought, or they're not doing or saying or behaving exactly as they wanted. I know, the dad was saying stuff like he ruined their marriage. I listened to the stuff he was saying because of the damage this country has caused. Man of the household, yeah. No, just listen to the rhetoric. And then again, for them to even adopt the kid, the people that they're involved with, that coax these situations. They're medicating people, they're fucking with them on and offline. Who gave them the idea that after you commit a heinous act, you can just claim insanity? You're the victim. Or hop on a ship down in Orlando. Right, he wasn't thinking these things just on his own. There was a reason that he thought that might work. And these people fucking with him know exactly what they're doing. Similar to the ones that have been fucking with us and vaccinating our children behind our back and protecting their dogs and drugs before human beings and putting our children into the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. They like to fucking torture little kids. They make a lot of money off of that stuff too, don't they? How? Is there a lot of leverage or strongholds? MK Ultra, what do they believe? So do you have any suggestions as to how we can get the local news people and authorities to address the facts and concerns here? These things should be discussed. And it's so sad how the ignorance there and the programs they wanted to implement back 15, 16 years ago instead of letting these over-medicated psychos play their spy games. Really stupid. A lot of good people took themselves out because they knew it was going to be bad. Right, so as we've said many times, it'd be easy to just take someone out. It's not that hard. Right, so in some of these cases, why wouldn't you just take out the sick motherfucker that's, is fucking your kids if you know that? We get that all the time. People say that all the time too. They would kill the motherfucker, they'd take his head off. I know. See, we're more aware than that. We've been doing this since we were kids. We were put on the programs when we were 18. And when you start listening to what we were just talking about with different things and the funding and psychos and over-medicated pieces of shit within our systems, targeting innocent people, yeah, it's pretty bad. Right, so we're concerned about the children and the hostages. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion. My youngest two children have already been abused for years. They were vaccine injured in 2013. The abuse has already been done. And continues. Yeah, those kids usually get fucked and tortured till they die. We've done this for a long time. So we know and we're aware that if we were to just kill that motherfucker, which would be really easy, we don't even expect you to smack him on the wrist. Why do you think we say that? Because we're trying to get people to understand that's not going to help expose these criminal networks and bring an understanding to the activists and pieces of shit fucking with people. The funding they get for what? What kind of studies? Mind control? What? What do they believe? You people are fucked. It's really simple, easy stuff to understand. Would you like to have a discussion about it? You seem to like to discuss a lot of things and you'll sit there for hours and hours and hours and talk about bullshit. But you seem to not want to go near those very important topics that help people. understand. It helps bring clarity and understanding. And why is that important? Well, because of funding, the allocation of funding, systematic things. Are the vaccines safe? Is it a good idea to put your child on SSRIs or hormone drugs before the age of 13? Well, it's better than them drinking alcohol. How much, though? What are you talking? Like excessive use or moderation? Yeah, it's usually like the extremes, excessive use. That's why they try to teach responsibility, right? Right, so when you have all these systems that don't want to implement the programs, the housing, the skills and training and all of that into the public school systems, and instead make them little guinea pigs and targets to rich spoiled brats out of the private schools. You know, we have about 100,000 public schools, a little over 30,000 private. No, when you start to see it, and then when you call it out and they're just like, oh, they're just jealous. They need to work and earn. They're just jealous. They don't want to work. They want handouts. You know how long we've been listening to that shit? Since before I was born in 1982. Since before then, we've been listening to that. Right, so I mean, if you have children from the UK that need housing, why try to find people to adopt them? Right, the programs, again, with the public school systems and the housing, skills, and training, they'd have everything, all the facilities. I know, think of the jobs it would create, too. And then if you had the greenhouses with it, amazing. Solves a lot of problems, doesn't it? Who doesn't like that? Probably the big company billionaire types that you should be attacking and questioning, but they seem to want to go after the ones that get put in the spotlight. I know, the ones that aren't in the spotlight are probably the ones you should be worried about if you're worried about billionaires. It's just so stupid. And then when you hear these phrases and rhetoric come out in mainstream news and adults, and you're just like, when are you people gonna fucking get it? You know how exhausted people are in these fields that do these things? And you're just fucking woo and pushing the bullshit and the fear propaganda. Your nasty fucking comments. Go to hell. Nasty fucking people. It is. It's really sad. So why wouldn't we have, I mean, we have all these mental facilities and prisons and stuff, schools. Where are the nice facilities? I mean, shouldn't there be like a school, apartment complex, a housing facility, a school? It's all right there. Healthcare, everything. They have places like this. It does exist. Yeah, kind of like a nursing home setup almost. Or you think of, right, there's a lot of people, they never have to leave home because they have a gym, a greenhouse, a pool. It's all right there. Healthcare, it comes to them. Right, I mean, with the communication, online things, right, they still get out and see people. Right, so you understand that, right? There's a lot of people, yeah, they never leave home. And if they do, it's definitely not in any of your areas. Right. So think about those programs and if those had been implemented. So where do we hit issues with that? No. Where do we hit the issues with that? It's so sad and disturbing because people want to get into arguing about what food is going to be served. They're going to make you eat maggots. Yeah, it got so bad, really stupid. And these little arguments, okay, so are we going to mandate medications? No, we're not going to mandate. And they want to mandate medications on the children. Okay, so do you see how these programs, they get squashed and thrown out because people act totally extreme and stupid? And then so many are left. I mean, literally in the gutter. While they're just pocketing and collecting all this victim funding. It's sick. You people are sick and you need help. I say we just start fucking hitting them. You know, they got those bombs that can take out places and not destroy stuff around it. Yeah, why don't we just fucking take them out? There's so many of them, though, right? And they're in households with innocent children. Would that be fair? I know, and then when you see a lot of the places over here connected to like the Somalian and some of the Ukrainian victim funding and different things. All these daycares and schools that don't even fucking exist. You go there and there's some bikers or a couple people that don't even speak English hanging out around the office, or there's nobody there. Right. Yeah, people working out of their homes. Yeah, no, can you remember back the security and surveillance? A lot of those people, they didn't want it because they were going to require that anybody getting that kind of funding have their home with security and surveillance. If you want to do that kind of business in your home and get that funding. And they threw fucking fits about it. No, they're the Nazis! And they had our family members rig up our places with listening devices and cameras. They had already been doing it. Remember the landlord back in 2008, Fred Wheeler? We went and stayed in a couple of his apartments in Waterville for a reason. You know, unbeknownst, you know Mr. Bishop, Bob Bishop, the father of my oldest two? So when you look at the history there and you understand how fucking stupid and oblivious a lot of people are to what's going on, and we do the best we can. Yeah, it's interesting, huh? Have you looked into it? Right, so when you look at a lot of the meddlers and the psychos, the ones from Waterville, back in that era. Right, what's his name? Jeremy Green. He did his little rain video here. Yeah, no, we've known that kid since, you know, our teen years or whatever. Back when he used to do his little bootleg tapes. What's life about? It's like hell. What's life about? It's like a triple beam scale. I know, he used to get drunk all the time. I can remember having to bring him from a few parties because he was so drunk and wanted to drive. Yeah, down that, I think it was on Kennedy Memorial Drive. There's a hotel, motel, whatever. I used to like to party at. I don't know, I could be on the wrong strip. Go ahead, refresh my memory. Yeah, I know. So when you look at a lot of the associations with that stuff and just how people can easily dip into these kind of cases and situations and get some connections and make a lot of money. Right, so they're not fucking the kids. Right, we're concerned about the ones fucking the kids. Right, all that shit just goes on, the hazing and the tating. And what happened right after that? Yeah, do you remember those fucking psychos and the people that came up to me? Capitol Park. Don't talk to Alex Jones. Remember they were saying some stuff about Al. I'm like, who the fuck's Alex Jones? I'm trying to fly a kite here in the park. ladies. Right, I know. And then, I mean, I'm telling you, it was so funny too. Because the moment I amped it up the tone a little bit, and who the fuck is Alex Jones, right? The moment I did that, who came out of the fucking bushes, right? Holy shit, I was like, whoa, did you see that drone? They fucking took off walking. Smarty, you don't want to talk anymore? Dude, you approached me. I'm in the fucking park flying a SpongeBob kite, and you fucking psychos come up and approach me saying that shit. I'm just trying to have people understand what's going on here, right, Mr. Jones? So when you look at how they got a lot of our slut, nasty, psycho siblings and cousins and stuff involved with the hazing and tating back then, 2009 and 10, yeah, when you look into the infectious disease specialists, the Lyme, the bioweapons, what people were saying and doing, and the shifting of funding, you motherfuckers are sick. You deserve a bullet to the head. You should burn in hell. You do. You deserve a bullet right to the fucking brain. Dead. Not even a chance to fucking think about it. Just rid the world of your nastiness. No, for real. My name's Mary. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine, and these sick motherfuckers that like to take advantage of innocent, vulnerable people have been doing this shit for years. And we've seen a lot of innocent children get fucked and tortured till they die in these situations, and how they feed out the child in animal abuse and pornography, and how they fuck with mentally ill people and others, getting them to do it for initiations or just doing it because they really fucking thought it was a good idea. For what reason? Right, so when you understand those things and you're trying to trip up these groups that are feeding out the abuse to different lines, Dollywood, I could name a few. There's a whole handful, pretty big ones, and then you have all the little ones. Right, I mean, we could go into individual cases. Right, remember certain ones, they were showing like individual people videos of animal abuse, and then they would literally give them money. That one woman down in Florida, she's like a disabled woman, gave them all her fucking money, life savings. Well, what happened was I think she gave them a good chunk of money to support getting the animal abusers. I know they were showing the people these videos, like the cat juggling shit and the jerk. Right, and then after she had given them some money, they fucking cleaned out her bank account. Right, so there was a few crimes going on there, huh? Right, you see how they'll use the same videos and get money. It's almost like a tumor, right? They'll use the same x-ray and get the money. Are they even really doing a surgery? Are they even really going to get the dog abusers? They get other people to do that. Because sometimes they'll show them the videos, and I mean, if they're a disabled feebling, they might be able to get money from them, but that's not going to be somebody that'll go get the abusers. Yeah, that's usually the young adults, or the older ones if they're druggy enough. Yeah, you know, we just saw one where you paid the guy $500. He reminded me of my uncle, looked just like him. And paid him $500, fucking drunky ass motherfucker, to kill his 18-year-old niece, and he did. Fucking killed her, and then burnt her. Real nice, huh? $500. It's not that hard. That's what we're trying to get people to understand, and they play fucking stupid. I'm not sure why you're not having these discussions. Fox News, CNN. Seed oils! You fucking people are so gross. Burn in hell. Nasty fucking people. You deserve a bullet to the brain, too. You fucking cunt. Dead. Yeah, no, you're putting a lot of people in danger with your nasty, entitled, gross lifestyles and bullshit. And I don't think you deserve to be here at all. Every breath I take. Mm-hmm. I'll be watching you. Mm-hmm. When this life is over, I know I'll see your face. Every step I take, every move you make. What's that? You think that's rude of me to say? Okay. I think it's rude what they've been doing and ignoring and putting our children in danger all across the world. Yeah, we got a lot of hostage situations that they don't seem to want to acknowledge. And they want to protect the pedos. They're little punks helping to get the Karens and the non-vaxxers and the bullies. You motherfuckers better address this. Get on it, boys. No, for real. For real. We're just speaking the truth. If you need help with anything, we're right here. Without breaking the law. We are law-abiding citizens, and we're just trying to help people understand the fuck's going on. This is ridiculous. Cruel, cruel, alright. What's that? Yeah, you got a scream room? Alright. I'm on a good one. Real fucking good one. Rita! Talking about me, talking about the real one. I'm out with Jenny, tossing rocks at the building. Holly Stone, all that shit. So fly, call me pilot. MCs get a tourniquet. Body bag that murder it. This evidence is evident. We stampede in elephants. We crash out. I'm king bitch. I bitches up like villains. Well, you know what's amazing? The ones that want to hide and then expect somebody to do something because they feel threatened. And our language needs to be corrected. Yes, and until they do something about us, then defund the police and life's just not fair. And we can't believe they're letting those people get away with speaking the truth. You know what? We can't believe that there are pedos and murderers walking around in broad daylight with these children that have been vaccine injured, you motherfucking cunts. I know, whether you want to argue about the vaccine injury, yeah, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for my system, okay? It was my predisposition. Do you understand that? Right, so why would you force a vaccine upon somebody that knows they're predisposed? The doctors were explaining this, and that it's not the fucking, just the vaccines. Right, and so then when you have these druggies and pieces of shit, oh, the vaccines cause autism, and we're telling them to knock it the fuck off, right, Kennedy? And they continue to go around doing it. When you see the pieces of shit druggies around here that have moved to Florida and other places, Texas, California, UK, Australia, touting the same fucking shit going around getting the funding for their fucking healing groups. You motherfuckers better start getting real. Hey, Kennedy, get fucking real and tell your wife she's a nasty fucking cunt. I tell her myself, but those people don't seem to like to communicate with the public like you do. Nasty fucking people. Nasty. How'd your wife die, Kennedy? You nasty fucking people. Speak the fuck up for her. You're coddling the people that killed her. Or were you part of it? Fuck you. Proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine need to address the facts and concerns with our children because these motherfuckers don't care. They're too busy covering up and healing. Are you awakened yet, motherfucker? Much love, health, and peace to you all. We're going to work on our scarf. You know, I really like these colors. See how these colors are coming out? It reminds me of almost one of those candies. Or popsicles, I can't remember.
Relaxing a mess disrupt my life.
For
My
Christ's
treatment
sake,
choice?
shut the fuck up. Boom, key sympta. You people are fucking psycho. Look how nice these colors look. You like it? I'm gonna do the taupe a little bit thicker, like this size. I put a little bit of that red color in the middle, and then I'm gonna do the taupe. Yeah, so it's gonna be almost twice as thick. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, no, the facts are the facts, and we're being dead fucking serious. Yes, we are. Proper authorities need to address what's happening here with our children. My name's Mary. Sick motherfucker Michael Scott Garand a sick mother with our children. And what went on here. Yeah, it needs to be addressed. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Well, yeah, it's good for, heart opening. Yeah, those are really good to do. Like the gun behind your back. And then just stretch. Yeah, that's a good one to do. Oh, I feel so opened. You're welcome. Thank you. Cheers. I'll probably be done with this one by tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm going to work on it today. Doesn't make you feel good. Doesn't make you right.
Sometimes I wonder why I can't understand. My head keeps running like a river over troubled sand. And I'm just thinking of these reasons you would do me wrong. I can't think of one like every I got our opinion. So now we're stuck here trying to be good.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I sure hope so.